I'm Danica Patrick, and I'm pretty intense.
Comedy became the rage in the middle of the 70s.
Tell me about this dare.
Okay, so in the mid-70s, disco was big, so I told you I don't dance, I didn't go, that's when Studio 54, I'm very old,
yeah.
I'm in my mid-60s now. So I went to a comedy club, I'd never seen stand-up comedy live, and they said from the stage, the host of the show said, you know, we also, at midnight, we have amateurs can get up if you think you have the chops to do it, and somebody said to me, you should do it. And I went, okay. Because I don't ever... because of my mental health issues, I just am very impulsive, and I never think of ramifications, so I just said okay, and I thought that would be the joke, and I didn't prepare. And people who are listening at home should know that Danica does prepare. I'm not used to seeing somebody do a homework. I saw you going over your questions, but I don't prepare. And I said, okay, I'll go on stage. I didn't write any material. And if you look at old YouTube tapes of me, you could tell I don't have material. And I thought the joke would be, and I never aspired to be in show business or to be an actor or to be a comedian. And they said, somebody said, ladies and gentlemen, Howie Mandel. And I thought that'll be the joke. And I walked out there and I thought, I did it. And then I look out into the audience and there's people waiting. I mean, I didn't think that there'd be people there.
Oh.
And I didn't think, well, I didn't think. I don't think about.
You live in the present very well.
I don't. That's why I'm medicated, but I do, but I'm also, I suffer from anxiety, and we'll talk about that in a second, but I got on stage and they were looking at me, and I thought, oh my God, they're waiting for something. So I started, if you look at the tapes, I'm very frenetic, it's fear, and I started going, okay, all right, listen to this, and I had nothing, but they started giggling at my nervous tension of going, okay, and I go, what, and that was like my act was, what, okay, we'll do this. And because I'm a germaphobe and I have all these things, I carry rubber gloves with me because I didn't want to touch. And this was years before Purell, years before access to, I didn't want to go into public restrooms. So I carry rubber gloves, and I just pulled it out and I went, okay. And I just pulled it on my head and I started breathing. It went below my nose and the fingers were going up and down and the audience was roaring and it popped off my head. And the host came to me and said, you got to come back tomorrow. And I went, okay. I don't know for what, but that became that rubber glove on the head.
The rubber glove. I thought that was a stripper story.
What?
No? Is that not the stripper story?
What's the stripper story? I have a stripper story?
I thought you had a stripper story. No?
What is my stripper story?
You should make it up. It sounds fun.
My dad owned a club.
Yeah, and that there was a stripper that you'd see a stripper every now and again as a kid, and that the stripper was naked and like in a bathtub.
Well, I know that. That's a different story. That's nothing to do with rubber gloves.
Oh, well, you should tell the stripper story then.
Well, it's not a story. It's like my dad had a great sense of humor, so he had a club up in Canada, and it was a club. It was in a hotel, so it was a bar. But sometimes he'd have this stripper called Princess Glow. I was like 8 years old. She was a 350-pound naked woman in a giant champagne glass who would soap herself up, then get out of the glass and walk around the room and drop her soapy breasts on bald men's heads.